Hey, it's Melissa from Kiwi Banana, and today I'm going to talk about the good old topic of history. And I guess the main point I wanted to make in this video is history actually real? Well, one perspective, yes, but let's maybe dive a little bit more deeper. A friend once said to me, it's always the victors that write the history. They rewrite the history, they write the stories. And you only got to look at the etymology of the word history, his story. And I guess how much of what we are taught is actually true, and to what extent is it true? You know, we only have to look at what's the intention of the person telling the story, or what's the intention of the people before that were told the story, and what kind of view and what perspective are they going to have on how the story is told. You know, how much does science have to go through to then uncover what the indigenous people from all around the world have been saying for thousands and thousands and thousands of years? You know, you're only going to spend like 5 minutes reading some kind of esoteric kind of text to kind of question, oh, like maybe what I'm told in school, or maybe what I'm told by that person or that media outlet or this thing. You know, how much of that is true? You know, I'm not saying that what I speak is to be the truth and the only truth and there's nothing else to it. You know, you take what resonates with you and what feels right from an unconditional loving place, of course, and disregard what doesn't. You know, it's funny because we can quite easily just sort of get caught up in the stories that we're told, and that they are the only way to do things, the only way to see things. And I guess it's just a reminder that there are many things that we're told to be true, which we then uncover later to not be. And whether that be told to us because they intentionally want to hide something or misconstrue something, or whether it's just unintentional, sometimes that doesn't matter either. You don't want to get too caught up in the whole mindset of like, oh, everyone's out to, I don't know, to make the world a worse place, or whatever it is you can get yourself into a rabbit hole of. You don't get too stuck down on that, but just obviously just be open and aware to when you're being told a story. Is it the full truth? Could there be more layers to it? And how much of it could be true and how much of it maybe is questionable? And you know, you could just take an example of human history, and from what I have observed and what I've learned about, I mean, humans, we've been going through so many cycles, like for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We might only be told like a very short amount of the time of, you know, of how long they think we've been here, or we think we've been here. We've been going through so many cycles, as with the earth and as with everything else. And there's been many other beings, most likely that are a little bit like us, that have been here before, thousands and thousands and thousands, you know, probably hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of years ago. And it's highly likely there's going to be other beings like us that'll live here as well. I mean, who's to say whether that's true or not? I constantly see science is just starting to uncover more and more and more of these stories that have been told for time, but we disregard them because we need science to. We don't need to, but we're in a place and a time where we need science within, you know, this kind of white westernized society. I can't speak about obviously society and how the world is as a whole, but there's, you know, the predominant westernized sort of white society. We need science to be able to back up and validate and be able to truthfully and like accept something to be truth. And that's just where we're at. And, you know, we've got to have compassion for that and understanding as to why we're there. And obviously there's a lot of lessons that have to be learnt, and we have to go through a lot of different things to be able to deal with whatever is to come next. And so yeah, I just wanted to share some thoughts on that, and also just to remind you that you know, not everything you get taught in school or taught by a certain person or taught by a particular media outlet is going to be the truth. And just being open to seeing how that shifts and it can change, and how you can pick up little bits of the puzzle just here and there to then actually be able to fully come to know more of the truth of, you know, what a story really is. And yeah, so that's my video on his story for today. There's so many layers to this topic, and there's obviously so many different parts of history that we could go into, but I'm just going to leave this really sort of short and surface level. And you're more than welcome to leave your comments and questions in the comment section down below. I hope you manifested some happiness today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.